What's going on, guys? Zach back here with Z-TCG-Ripz. Today I'm finally putting my Journey Together master set into this beautiful 12-pocket Vault-X binder. This is going to be a longer, more relaxed binder build, so if you like slow master set builds, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get into it. Alright guys, we're going to start off with the first card, the Caterpie. And then we'll do the reverse right after. I like to do the commons, then the reverses interweaved. I really appreciate you guys joining and hanging out with me during this long binder build. This is going to be a little interesting because at least where I'm positioned, got to reach around the tripod here. So just to start, a little conversation. Journey Together started really as like a really cheap master set that I wanted to achieve. I saw the price that it was, and I really was like, oh, I could definitely build that set. Also, my buddy Jordan was building the set too, and he had just finished it, and he had a bunch of bulk from opening, so I asked him if he could send me a bunch of the bulk, and he did. And that was the start of this Journey Together master set. Here we go, that is the first page put into the Vault-X binder. You guys know I absolutely love these Vault-X 12-pocket binders. This was like the best thing that I have done is get these things for my master sets because they just they show the cards so beautifully, and they just, they store well, and like you guys have seen in my Destined Rivals videos, like it just looks perfect. The illustration rare page on that set is gorgeous. Just super happy about how that turned out. So I definitely wanted to do it for this one as well. This was actually the second master set that I finished. Obviously 151 being the first, and if you guys are longtime viewers of the channel, you may have seen that video. If not, definitely go check that out. I'd really appreciate it if you checked it out. That was more of a cut binder build. This one's going to be a little more slower and deliberate, so just wanted to hang out with you guys, and I'm sure that I'll reach the correct audience and a bunch of people will enjoy this video just like I love watching these binder builds. And we're coming up on page 2 being complete. Beautiful. Alrighty. So obviously Destined Rivals is like my crown jewel of my set, but before Destined Rivals, obviously there was Journey Together, and then before that 151. And this was like my quote-unquote emotional support, like flip through binder. I always joke around saying that because it's true. I really enjoy just flipping through my binders every once in a while. Really a good way of grounding and just loving the hobby, appreciating all the arts. Because, you know, everyone's into all the big flashy cards, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also just loving those big flashy cards, but every once in a while you just have to appreciate like the small little cards, like this Sprigatito. Beautiful little card. I wanted to get this master set. I was already building Destined Rivals for a really long time, you guys know, but I wanted to build this one because one, it was really cheap, and two, as I was starting to collect it, I really realized that there was awesome arts, and it really had the same vibe in terms of the trainer Pokemon, but it was a little bit of a lighter tone than Destined Rivals was. And there we go. Beautiful. But I just really appreciated like the trainer tone, and like Destined Rivals has, you know, the Cynthia, the Ethan, and Team Rocket stuff. This one was just the lighter, you know, fun set. So they definitely complement each other pretty well. There we go. Starting to get a good little flow in here. I appreciate you guys who are tuning in and have, really been liking my previous videos with the openings. Eventually I do want to get to a point where I'm just doing these binder builds from master sets, the longer videos, and just going through with you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, I definitely love just watching, people go through their binders nice slowly, 45 to an hour videos just in the background while I'm either going through and sorting my own bulk or putting my cards in my master sets. Here we go, another page in the book, quite literally. You guys also may know that I mostly use FabMaker binders for my master sets, but now that I have, really used these Vaultex 12 pocket binders for this set and also Destined Rivals, I'm really considering making the switch, at least with my completed sets, and kind of like building this ritual. So this is definitely what I want to do in the future for sets that are completed, and I'll talk later in the video about the sets that I'm working on. Obviously, I'm working on Darkness Ablaze because I've mentioned it a bunch, but eventually going to put that in the binder as well. And I do want to show you guys also, I do have my Destined Rivals, there's a keychain on my binder. I have this awesome set logo, keychain on the actual zipper part. So I'm going to do that. And that's going to be my ritual with all these binders. So I'm going to do that for Journey, also going to do that for Darkness Ablaze. And the only upsetting part about Vaultex that I've noticed so far is there's no orange binder yet, which is surprising. So I have my Darkness Ablaze master set in an orange FabMaker, and it just looks perfect. It fits the vibe perfectly with the orange and the fire and the Charizard set. I just wish Vaultex made one, so what I'm going to do is probably do a dark green, just, also kind of fits the vibe of the Darkness Ablaze, so dark green, but I'm hoping that'll look pretty awesome. As we move into our water energy Pokemon here, another cute little card, the Lotad. A little bit of a tight fit on that one. That's alright though. I pre-sleeved all these before this video just so that it would be nice, just, sliding the cards in and not worry about having to sleeve everything up, and we could just hang out and, share some thoughts about Pokemon and just my collecting journey and all that stuff. Ludicolo, reverse holo. It's also super satisfying when all the Pokemon are on, perfectly end on the page, rather than with the EXs, how they kind of get all over the place. It's definitely my OCD for sure. As we put another page complete in the books. There we go. I definitely noticed that my collecting has, really evolved since I started collecting, and I'll talk about that a little more later, but what I want to hit on now especially is just binder building versus ripping. I've noticed personally, I really enjoy building these binders and building the systems, and it makes sense in my head, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I really have a limited budget, to be honest with you. I only do $250 a month just because, money is a little tight here and there. So I try to put some money in when I can, but I really try to maximize what I have. That's why there's just a little bit less. What I try to do is go to card shows, get some good deals, trade some stuff, even though I don't really have a ton of trade value. But I find some vendors that'll, hook me up with some good deals. Especially they know collectors versus flippers, and like when you're trying to get stuff for certain sets, they'll cut you a little bit of a deal. There we go. Graveler in the first position. Reverse holo. Yeah. But you can definitely like collect a ton off of just the $250 budget. Like, don't let anyone think, or don't look at all the crazy people that just spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ripping packs and, you know, don't have much to show for, which they probably, you know, they definitely have a lot to show for. But don't let anyone tell you that you don't like have a beautiful collection with just $250 a month, because I mean, since May or April or May is when I started collecting Pokemon, and I have like all these beautiful master sets complete. And you know, the first 2 months I just went crazy and realized that ripping just wasn't efficient, and spent a lot of money, to be honest with you. So, you know, really tightened that ship up, and didn't really you know, go too crazy, and, you know, focused my collecting journey on actually getting the cards that I need, and using TCGplayer too. Like, that is an awesome website that you can, like, you know, optimize your card and really get a bunch of good bulk cards for market price, and they get sent right to you. Like, it takes a little while sometimes depending on the seller, and, you know, for most of the bulk cards, none of them are actually shipped with like tracking, so that's totally fine. So what you'll do is just get the envelopes in the mail. I actually have a few over at my other desk that are waiting for Darkest Ablaze to be put in the binder. Yeah, currently I have one of those fab makers that is just like the storing place of that one as well. And what I'll do is I'll take that out of that binder when I get the Voltex 12 pocket binder, just do this little ETB trick like I did again, and just put all these cards in there. But yeah, collecting on a budget is definitely achievable. Like I said, Destined Rivals complete. I actually bought the Mewtwo outright in June, I believe, so I did go over budget there. But used some trade value towards it, so it was like $350, I want to say, instead of $400, and that's when the market value was there at the time, so it wasn't too crazy. Sitting at about $400 now, so I definitely don't feel bad, and I definitely believe in that set in the long run. I think that it's going to do really well, and I think that it'll be, not that it matters that it's worth a lot, but I think that, you know, that's one of the sets of the Scarlet and Violet era that is just going to be, you know, like the Scarlet and Violet, or, you know, team up. There we go. Beldum, another awesome card. One of the promos from Destined Rivals that I got. Also, I will be putting the promos in the back of this one, and also, I don't know if you guys noticed in my Destined Rivals binder build, but I did put the Darkness energies in the very back page, and I will be doing that with the Psychic energy in this one, just because it fits the vibe. The Clefairy is, you know, Psychic energy, so I'm gonna continue that theme and just have a page full of energy. Just think it looks cool, and it displays like a museum page. So getting about halfway through, maybe a little less than halfway, but that's all right. Really enjoying this binder build, having fun with it. This is one of my favorite things to do, is just sort bulk and also throw cards into binders. It definitely itches my my complete system part of the brain, where like I have to have things complete. And it especially looks great in these binders. My wife and I just bought our first house, and we'll be moving here shortly, so I'm looking forward to getting a really nice bookshelf that actually can hold these Voltex binders, because they're just a little too tall to fit on my current bookshelf. So right now they're just sitting on their sides, but when we get into that new house and I have my office set up again, I'll get my own larger bookshelf and be able to display these things with the set logo keychains on them. It'll just look awesome. I'm so excited about it. There we go. Last card for this page, Impidimp. Really nice looking art as well. I definitely think Journey Together is a sleeper set, and I know a lot of people don't like it, and you know, maybe it's just bias because I have the master set complete, but I really enjoy flipping through this and just looking at the arts, and it was the return of the trainer Pokemon, I believe. So just a cool vibe, cool lighthearted vibe. Grimmsnarl reverse, looking awesome. Make sure these don't fall over here. That'd be a little fork in the road, but no big deal. Anyway, talking about the evolution of my collecting, kind of hinted on it earlier, but came really hot out of the gate. Well, I guess I should start with my initial card collecting. Started off trying to get a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I never actually collected Pokemon cards. Some of you may or may not know that I never collected Pokemon cards as a kid, which may come as a surprise to some of you, but I was big into Yu-Gi-Oh, really big into Yu-Gi-Oh. So I met one of my buddies last year around this time. We were actually in a class together, and he was big into card collecting, and we didn't find out until we kind of moved together. But found out that we're both avid card collectors, and I was trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh at the time. And you guys all know that was after Prismatic and Journey Together obviously just came out. So Pokemon was just super hot right then. And it was just tough to find Yu-Gi-Oh anywhere. I do have a video on my channel previously of my nostalgia binder where I got a bunch of awesome cards like the Egyptian God cards. I got Blue Eyes, White Dragon, Dark Magician, and just tried to build a really cool binder. You guys should definitely check that out if you haven't seen it also, and if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh as well. But just super hard to find product Yu-Gi-Oh that back then. So I kind of just pivoted to Pokemon because it was really easy to find. And, you know, I was really into the full arts. They were really cool, and I was really stoked on it for a while. And then Destined Rivals came out. Spent a ton of money that month trying to chase after that Mewtwo SIR, which unfortunately I didn't get, but eventually bought it down the road, so no big deal. And I never went in thinking that I was going to master the set. But since I was chasing after that Mewtwo and just ripping pack after pack after pack with no luck, I had so much bulk. So what I did was originally just get those Fab Makers. I had to get the 540 pocket one, a 540 count one, I guess, just so I could fit all those cards in that set. But I had a bunch of the bulk, and I was just, it was kind of a slow burn master set for me. Just nice and deliberate. But as you guys have previously seen, finished that master set, and it's in the Voltex, and this is my ritual nowadays. But oops, there we go. Put that in there. Yeah, I went from ripping a ton of packs to now just strategically getting what I want and building sets that I like. Kind of just go after sets that call to me. By the time you guys see this, you just probably saw the UPC opening, which I got absolutely fried. And that's just why I'm super hesitant to open sealed product anymore. Not that it's a bad thing, but I just have better luck building my master sets and putting my money towards something that's, a little less, not like a gamble, but, less certain. So I'd rather put it towards something that's more certain to get these cards in this binder and just, use the budget wisely. It really eliminates the guesswork from when you're opening packs. But that was a kind of an unfortunate UPC opening. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out right now. I won't spoil any more, but yeah, it was a thing. Hoping I have some better luck here in the coming months. Not going to open up a ton of Ascended Heroes, but I'll definitely buy some for the release and make a video of it. Not sure whether that's going to be just like the blister packs, because I don't think there's a ton being released in January when it comes out. And by that point, I'll have most of Darkness Ablaze ready to go. But I'll probably find some, retail openings here and there. I've seen the Mega Kangaskhan and the Mega Venusaur collection boxes just everywhere all the time. So might pick up one or two of those. I have one of the Mega Venusaur boxes in my sealed collection with all my other stuff. I definitely have to do a video on that. That reminds me. That'll be another video that comes out here shortly. Like my 1 year collection update. First year in the hobby, I guess. Loving Pokemon so far. So many awesome arts. So many great relationships I've built, and just cool people I've met along the way. You really can't beat that. Got Escavalier. And then some of my favorite, these goofy Pokemon. Clink, Clank, and Clink Clang. It's so goofy. I love it. There we go. Cling Clang and Cling Clang. It's so cool. Also, before I mastered the set, when my buddy was mastering the set, before I decided I want to do it, I really always wanted that Lily's Clefairy SIR, just for my collection, and the price was just dipping down so much. I was happy to pick it up when I did at 130, or I think 133 maybe. Got out a card show and I traded a CGC Pristine 10 Evolving Skies Gyarados Rainbow. That was one of my first actual submissions I ever did, and I got a Pristine 10 in that Rainbow Gyarados, so that was pretty cool. So that paid for most of the Clefairy. I think at the time I got $90 out of that trade value. So yeah, you guys can do the math. It's like $40 for the Clefairy, or 40, 45. But I picked up a bunch of the remainder of Journey Together at that show, which was pretty sick. I think all in all, Journey Together only took me, don't want to lie when I say this, I think it took me a month or a month and a half. It was definitely quick. Like I mentioned, my buddies were throwing bulk at me left and right. Shout out to those guys. And make sure you guys get some friends like that in the hobby that you can just throw bulk back and forth to each other. Now with all the new sets coming out, we just send it to each other. We pulled dupes of everything and oh, here you go, you need this. Well, we actually use the Dex app, and we all get our stuff updated. And after we open packs, we go, "Hey man, did you update your Dex app?" Of course, yep, always up to date. I've also been doing just bulk sorting and all that stuff a lot more recently with the opening of my TCGplayer store. I will link that down below if you guys also need help building your master sets. I mostly have reverse holos listed on there just because they're tough to come by and a lot of people need them. But yeah, if you guys need help with your master sets, I definitely have a ton of reverse holos. So check out the link down there if you want to support me, support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, just not really a small business because I guess I have a full-time job, but just in the background list some reverse holos to help people here and there. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but just putting all these cards in this binder and also sorting bulk is just one of my favorite things to do. It's really good decompress, late night decompress mode. Throw on of any video, collecting video, or sometimes I watch horror video game videos. Just throw hour, 2 hours on, just lose yourself in the time, but have a great time and enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things ever. There we go. Getting down to it. bunch of the cute Pokemon are in this section. Like this, the Aldino, I believe I'm saying that right, Aldino. Cute little card. I'm hoping to get my kids into Pokemon, so what I'm trying to do is like, here and there I'll pick some of the cute common and uncommon cards out and just put them off to the side so that, you know, they can have them. Trying to do the same with my wife. Got her a bunch of 151 stuff, all the cute stuff, like got her the starters, and she loves the Rapidash, so got one of those cards. Ooh, that one's a little tighter than normal. There we go. Noibat, another cute one. There we go. Noibat reverse. Noivern. And Noivern reverse. Another one of those beautifully, perfectly symmetrical pages. Anyway, getting back to the kind of the collecting journey. Really just wanted to document it with you guys. If you've seen my ETB opening, that was like the first video I put on my channel, Destin Rivals ETB opening. I literally knew nothing about Pokemon, had no idea what the names were, but I saw all like the Poke YouTubers, and I wanted to try to do that myself just because I really think the cards are awesome. And you know, I've made a few YouTube channels in my time, so I decided to try to get back into something where I can do a little bit of a commentary, and also just really, you know, collecting cards and having the great experiences like I mentioned before has been awesome. So wanted to give it a shot myself, but I've learned a ton, you know, over the past, what, 8 months-ish, I think it is, something like that, April, May, whatever. But over the past 8 months, I've learned a ton about just the Pokemon and collecting all the really cool cards. And it was all thanks to that Mewtwo. I think that might be my favorite card ever. Here we go, Hops Wooloo. Cute little guy. And we're getting up there. Yeah, I don't want to act like, you know, I'm a 20-year veteran because I really don't even have a full year under my belt yet, but, you know, I appreciate you guys coming along with the journey of me learning, collecting, and it's been awesome so far. I just hope that, you know, some people see these videos and appreciate them and, you know, makes their day better, like a lot of others do for me, so that's the goal. Just appreciate it, have fun, make some good relationships, and collect some cool cards. There we go. These master sets are just beautiful. It really, really helps my brain with the systems, like I mentioned before. Definitely a pattern recognition guy. Getting 1 through, you know, X amount card numbers, that always makes me feel good. A completionist, so to speak. What I gotta start doing is actually playing the TCG. I keep trying and trying and trying, and, you know, it works super freaking hard and time consuming, but I gotta start getting into the actual TCG. So the sets that I'm working on currently, obviously finished Journey Together, finished Destin Rivals, finished 151. Getting into Darkness Ablaze. I kind of abandoned Mega Evolution and Phantasmal Flames after that UPC. I really, you know, I traded a bunch of the Phantasmal Flames towards Surging Sparks, which is another one that I'm building, but I really wanted to, you know, use that stuff as trade value. And I kind of still believe in Mega Evolution. Like, I want to give it a chance because that Gardevoir SIR is just one of my favorite cards, really, that I've seen. And I just, you know, really appreciate that art, and I would really appreciate it if that set gave me a good hit, but, you know, just RNG isn't on my side, I guess, which is goofy. My buddy has some insane luck, and it's just cool to see him pull all these awesome cards. one night I think he got like 3 SIRs in one opening between like 2 ETBs or like the Mega Venusaur boxes and an ETB or something like that. It was just insane. But I definitely don't want to abandon that one. So I'm going to keep all the cards that I have for it so far. But Phantasmal Flames, I don't know what it is about me and that set. We don't get along. Haven't pulled, you know, any of the Charizards, not even the full art, but I did get the regular EX, so I guess technically I did get the Charizard, just not that beautiful SIR. And I've talked to all kinds of people that say, oh yeah, I've pulled like 3 and 4 of those things. Just wish it was me. Why can't it be me? But here we go. Coming up on the end of the trainer. I think we got a few more cards. Let's see, we're at 151, 159, 151. But yeah, still building Surging Sparks as well. That'll be my next binder build, hopefully in a few months, maybe like April or May at that point. Gonna play the market again. I've noticed a bunch of the cards are going down, and I think Scarlet and Violet, you know, it's gonna continue going down, especially with sets like Destined Rivals, and also Surging Sparks and Journey Together. They're all kind of going down a little bit, so I would just love to, you know, bide my time and get that Pikachu SIR. My goal price is probably $240, I'd say, but I would not be upset if it's a little above that. That's just a beautiful card in my opinion, and I really slept on it. Like, not a lot of people enjoy the rainbow cards, and I kind of like just hopped on that bandwagon without really like looking at it. And then I don't know if you guys have the same like phenomenon, but sometimes I go to card shows and I just see cards and I'm just dumbfounded by like how beautiful they are in person. Just completely different from like photos and seeing it in like your Dex app or whatever. But the Surging Sparks Pikachu had that effect on me. The first card that actually had that effect on me was the Giratina V alt art. Oh my goodness, that card is like just gorgeous. My ultimate chase, hoping at one point to get it in my collection. We'll see. Just gonna focus on the master set journeys, and you know, every once in a while I do go to the card shop, pay a crazy amount, like 3 times MSRP for one of those packs just to open it, and you know, have my fingers crossed that maybe I'll get the Giratina sometime. But yeah, gonna go for Surging Sparks next after that Pikachu, as we go into our illustration rare area here of the binder. So yeah, Darkness Ablaze next, and then Surging Sparks after that. And Darkness Ablaze is mostly done. I ordered all the commons and reverse hollows. What I really just need to do is get most of the full arts, I think, and then most of the gold cards, because I have a handful of the rainbows as well. Beautiful, beautiful set. Beautiful, beautiful cards. So I'm telling you, this is a slept-on set. If you guys, by the time you're seeing this, it's probably mid-January-ish. This is New Year's Eve when I'm filming this, actually. But by the time you guys see this, I'm hoping that the prices for Journey are still pretty low, so people can hop on this set, because this is, I'm telling you, it's a sleeper set. Just beautiful arts. It's not a, you know, not a huge set. Nice and compact. Fits in a Voltex binder gorgeously, as you can tell. But I would like for people to at least hop on this bandwagon. Like I said, maybe it's biased because I have it, but I just I love this set, and it was my second master set that wasn't 151. And this was actually one of my only illustration rare pulls before I got the master set complete. You guys saw I got the Wailord and the Reshiram out of the Pokeball tins, which was pretty sick. I really enjoyed that. And 2 awesome cards to pull from those tins. That was freaking awesome. As we go into our full art section here, about closing out the binder build. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and for those of you who made it the whole way, you guys are freaking awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful full arts. Slide that in there, nice. Got the Zacian. Zation. Settlements. Another beautiful SIR. I'll slow roll the SIRs for you guys so you can all check them out and appreciate them as well. Dunsparce EX Full Art. That's a goofy name. I think it's funny how they went from Dunsparce to Dunsparce. Goofy. Love it. Iris is Fighting Spirit Full Art. And I think, heck yeah, so we'll start the next page on the SIRs. And what I'll do for this, I think what I want to do is I'll do the SIRs and gold cards, then I'll do the Psychic Energy page, and then the following page, I'll do the promo page. That is subject to change after I see it, but I'll update you guys in the next video. We got our Volcanion SIR, and what I did again for these, if you guys don't know, what I do is the Perfect Fit Vaultec sleeves. I put them in upside down, kind of, I guess, so like reverse, and then I'll just put the penny sleeves in normal way, and then double protection, so we're good to go. It might be overkill. Honestly, don't know, don't care, just gives me the peace of mind. Here we go. The Belly Bolt SIR. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. And my chase. I don't know what it is about me and like the chase card, but just such a beautiful card. Lily's Clefairy, special illustration rare. One of my favorites in the entire TCG. And then also the Zoroark. Got the same vibes as the Zacian. The Zacian. Really like this one as well. Man, this card's awesome. I'm telling you, this set is so slept on. I love it. I love the arts. I love everything about it. Here we go. The Salamence. Another awesome card. And that does it for our SIRs. So then into gold cards. Iona's Belly Bolt. And Zoroark. And then Spiky Energy to finish it off. There we go. Last card. And then what I'll do for this, I'll use the Journey Together like sleeves that came in the ETB, and I'll just turn them around so that it's just the art. And I'll do that for these three. On this page, I'm not quite sure what I want to do in terms of this. I think I'll do... I only have a few promos, so I'll probably just do the Psychic Energy page and then the promos afterwards. So we'll put those off to the side. Put this cool little touch in. Psychic Energies, baby. And what I did for this, since I like doing it with the fractal, like cracked glass pattern, but I didn't have enough of those, to be honest with you. So what I'm doing is every other, and on top of that, every row is offset. So it'll be like this. There we go. Flip that up just so I don't hurt that page. Here we go. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely coming along. I think I like the look at this as well. How it's got the little break in between. Like I mentioned before, subject to change. Gotta flip through it a few times and just see what the binder kind of quote unquote tells me to do, how it feels, just flow wise. But I like how Destin kind of finished on this page, and then I put the ETB sleeves just like this, the rest, and then the next page was the promo page. So it's got a little bit of a break after the set. Yeah, I think I do like that. So set, then break, then promo page. And what I'm gonna do is the Build and Battle stamped promo cards for the top 4. So I believe this one is the last. I'll definitely correct that if I'm wrong. And then what I'll do is just the regular ETB promo in there. I actually won that off of Whatnot. Don't recommend that app, but got it there. And then I'll do the Ends Reshiram stamped promo here, and then the rest of these just extra promos that I have from product I'll put at the end. And yeah, I just wanted to go for stuff that had the Journey Together set stamp really, and then whatever else I had. So not super structured like Destined Rivals binder build was, but that's it. That is awesome. Just like that, the Journey Together Master Set is in its new home. I'm really happy with how this turned out in this beautiful Vault-X binder. This is just such an amazing set in my opinion. If you guys enjoy the slower binder builds like this, let me know in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we will see you on the next one.